Hey guys, how's it going? Back for another video. I just kind of wanted to do like a little review and kind of a summary of a book I just finished called Creativity Inc. I found this book had some really cool learning points which I think a lot of people can learn from no matter what kind of stage you are in business. So the book is written by Ed Catmull, who was the president of both Pixar Animation and Disney Animation. And so the book goes into how they kind of ran Pixar and how they kind of moved that over into the Disney Animation. One thing to say about this book is, you know, even if you're not into the Disney films, into the Pixar films, but you're into business and you're into running a team, or if you're a creative who's either like writing or making films, that kind of thing, yeah, there's so much stuff you can learn from this book and the process of it. So the book both is and isn't really about Pixar. It's about the things they do and the way they run the business in a way that anyone can learn from. You do learn the basic history, you know, how they made Toy Story, these kind of things, but so the real learning really comes from the way they run it and the creative process rather than what the outcome actually is. So I think to get the most out of this book, it would be mainly aimed at people who are running creative teams. So although I'm not doing that myself, I'm in a creative role, you know, I'm making videos and short films and stuff. So there was a lot I can take from that. Still good to have in mind some ideas, you know, to grow a business, it's good to have staff and, you know, if you can learn this stuff early on, I think that's probably helped quite a lot. So it's quite handy. The book actually ends with starting points, which are short bullet points of stuff we've previously learned in the book. So I thought I'd read out a few of the key points which I think you can learn the most from. So the first one is, give a good idea to a mediocre team and they will screw it up. Give a mediocre idea to a great team and they'll either fix it or come up with something better. If you get the team right, chances are that they'll get the ideas right. So I thought that was really interesting. You know, if your business is big enough where you can like section off parts of your team, you know, just thinking this project's maybe better for them than this team. So that's kind of something I can't really action on now. To have these points in my head for later in the future, I think is going to be really handy. The next point I think even applies to just, you know, your personal lives. There is nothing quite as effective when it comes to shutting down alternative viewpoints as being convinced you're right. So yeah, I think that's just a handy thing to always keep in mind. You know, if you think you're right and everyone else around you is wrong, you know, sometimes you're just limiting yourself from growing and, you know, building upon an idea just because you're set on one thing and that's in your mind. One of the ways that was brought up in the book actually is when they're pitching a new film and, you know, even if they're established directors who have made these kind of brilliant films in the past, they have everyone join in and contribute ideas and, you know, it's just open for everyone just to say, you know, no matter what level they're at, that they can improve on the idea and give their advice. You can then choose which ones to take action on and just improve your idea. So another learning point is, the first conclusions we draw from our successes and failures are typically wrong. Measuring the outcome without evaluating the process is deceiving. Again, I think this is another one that you can take into account even if you're not running a business. You know, if you do something and you fail, I think you can learn a lot more than if you succeeded at that same thing. So I hope this video has been helpful, and if you have any recommendations on similar self-help books, yeah, let me know. I'd love to check some more out, and thanks so much for watching.
The dangling carrot it hang from the rear view. Your dreams in the past ain't nowhere near you. Backseat drivers got nothing but 2 cents.